Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So you already see the title. Today we are going to be trying out some old wives' tales to see if we can predict the gender of baby number 3. Now obviously these don't actually predict the gender of your baby. Every person is different, every pregnancy is different. This is really just for fun, you know, for shits and giggles. Today that I'm filming this is January 22nd and I am currently 16 weeks and 2 days pregnant, and I actually will be finding out the gender in 2 days. I'll be finding out this Friday the 24th, although actually I'll be finding out but I won't be finding out, if that makes sense. I'm gonna be having my ultrasound done, but it's gonna be kept a secret until my gender reveal, which is literally the next day. But I'm excited because this will be the first time that I have not found out the gender myself at the ultrasound. With my daughter, I found out right then at the ultrasound, and the same with my son. So this time around I thought it would be fun just to kind of, you know, do things a little bit differently. But I'm not gonna get into all of that in this video. I do plan on filming and documenting the whole gender reveal process, so definitely stay tuned for that. So if you're not already, then please go ahead and hit that big red subscribe button down there. I'd greatly appreciate it. Gender reveal coming soon, and don't forget to hit the notification bell, alright, because you don't want to miss it. So yeah, go ahead and jumping right on in. So I made this little chart here with like 15 or 16 different old wives tales. Now there are so many out there, but I just decided to go with a lot of the most common ones. And the reason why I actually went ahead and put this in a frame is so I can use a dry erase marker to circle things. Plus I also plan on putting this on display at my little gender reveal shindig, although I might wind up changing this frame because unfortunately this specific frame is only made to go on the wall, which means there's no way to stand this up, and I actually want it to stand up. So this may not be the actual frame it ends up in, but for this video it's good enough. Now I'm pretty sure if you're watching this that you already have heard of the old wives tales. Maybe you've seen other people do these videos, but they're pretty self-explanatory. So yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and just jump right on in and just run straight through them. Alrighty, so the first one that I have on here is cravings. They say if you crave like salty or salty and sour, it's a boy, and if you crave sweet stuff, it's a girl. Now right off the bat, this is already a trick question for me because I've actually been craving savory and spicy. Now the savory is not really a shock to me because when I'm not pregnant I am more of a savory person. I'm not really a sweet person. I am more of a salty savory person, but the spicy is what gets me. Like I need something with a kick to it. Not too much of a kick because I can't handle too much, but like it's got to have some kind of spice to it. So maybe we'll just go with salty because that's a lot closer than sweet. So wait, that's my left hand, I can't do that. So we're gonna go with salty. Okay, this marker is definitely drying out. Anyways, moving on. Morning sickness, again, kind of a trick question. Wow, did I just set myself up for disaster? You guys know I have had some like bouts of nausea and stuff, but I've literally only thrown up like once, maybe twice, but like that's it. I've had bouts of nausea, but like I'll do deep breaths and stuff and then it'll go away. So I kind of want to say no for this, only because I mean clearly I've had it. I mean honestly, what pregnant person don't? Although there's some that really don't, but I also know that there are some people that really have some morning sickness. All right, like they're constantly sick, constantly throwing up, sometimes all the way to the end of their pregnancy, and that's just not my case. And even with my last pregnancy, my son, I was way sicker than I have been this time around. Like I was working when I was pregnant with my son, and like I had to get put on nausea medication just to be able to go to work, otherwise I couldn't make it. That's definitely not the case this time, so I want to say no on this one. I'm gonna go with no, just to be fair. Moving on, the heartbeat. So they say if it's less than 140, it's a boy, and if it's more than 140, it's a girl. This one is actually funny to me. This is not the way I do heartbeats when I guess babies. If you know me in real life, you probably know the way that I do it, but this is the old wives' tales way, and that's the way we're gonna do it. So according to the old wives' tales way, it's going to be above 140, which is girl. I've only heard the baby's heartbeat once. I know, so sad. I've literally only had one ultrasound, and then I have had another doctor's appointment, but my doctor said I was just a little bit too early to hear it with the actual fetal Doppler, so I didn't get to hear it then. I was highly upset, but it is what it is. So I literally have not heard baby's heartbeat or seen baby since I was 9 weeks pregnant. So when I tell you I am looking forward to this gender reveal ultrasound, I'm looking forward to it. But that one time that I did hear it when I was 9 weeks pregnant, it was either 172 or 173. Moving on to sleeping side. Like, which side do you find yourself sleeping more on? And automatically that is my right, no questions asked, which is so weird to me because when I'm not pregnant, I was a lefty all the way. Like, I was really only comfortable on my left side. So the fact that now, like, I'll sleep on my left side sometimes, but for the most part I'm falling asleep on my right, and I always find myself going back to my right side, and that's the side that I'm the most comfortable on. So that is girl. Next, headaches. If you're having a lot of headaches, it's a boy, and if you're having less headaches, it's a girl. And my answer for this is a less. I've had a couple headaches, but really not that many. And when I was pregnant with my son, you know, you can take Tylenol with when you're pregnant, but I'm one of those people that, like, I try not to take anything unless I just absolutely positively need it. And even then, I'll have to suffer really long before I just take something when I'm pregnant, even if it is safe to take. That's just how I am. But with my son, like, I had to actually go buy a bottle of Tylenol and keep it with me because I had a lot of headaches with him. Next, the way that you're carrying. If you're carrying low, it's a boy, and if you're carrying high, it's a girl. And to me, I'm carrying high. I would stand up and show you guys right now, but if I'm being 100% transparent and honest with you guys, Mama doesn't have a bra on, all right? Judge me, I don't care. I didn't feel like putting one on. You guys can't see it, so it's a win-win for me. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna be comfortable. But I did show my bump in my last video. I actually showed a couple pictures from when I was early pregnant, so to speak. And you guys will see it again. But I honestly think I'm carrying high. And again, with my son, I actually really did kind of carry him kind of low all the way through. In my opinion. Anyway, moving on. So emotions, or your attitude or your mood. If you're mainly happy, it's a boy, and if you're more moody, it's a girl. In my opinion, I would love to say I've been happy, but that's not really the case. So we're gonna go with moody, and that is for a girl. Moving on to skin. Are you glowing? Are you having problems? I'm triggered. This mama is having a lot of problems, okay? A lot of problems. Thank God for makeup. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Lord. Because underneath this base, honey, it ain't pretty, all right? We're talking about dryness, okay? We're talking about dullness, all right? We're talking about discoloration, hyperpigmentation. Okay, a lot of my acne scars that were starting to fade, yeah, no, they automatically want to just start gaining a lot of pigment for whatever reason, okay? And don't even get me started on the acne. Guys can probably honestly see it from here, if I'm being honest. But if not, I'm just gonna show you guys a little close up. Look at all that. No, I mean, are you kidding me? Why? Why me? God. Before this, my skin was starting to even out. My dark spots were starting to fade. She was smooth. I do have acne scars, but I hardly ever had any pimples or anything. And honey, that is quickly changed. It's mainly just in this area. Of course, a little bit leading on into the cheeks, but really in this area here. Wow, this really is not lined up at all. Because the next one is belly, and they go with these right here, which is if you are looking a lot more rounder, then it is a boy, and if you're more wide, it's a girl. Once again, another point for the girls, because with my son, and I keep comparing it to my son just because he was my last pregnancy, so obviously my pregnancy with him is a lot more fresh in my mind. But with my son, when I started to show, and I was all belly. I was really, I mean, maybe I gained weight in other places, but it really wasn't as noticeable. I was really just all baby with him, and I was in my stomach and it was round even by this point. But now I feel like, yes, my stomach has protruded out, and you can tell more like right after I eat and stuff, but I feel like I'm going more this way than I am out. Anyways, moving on. So going on to my balance. If you're more clumsy, they say you're having a boy, and if you're more graceful, they say you're having a girl. Finally, we will go ahead and give another point to the boys. I've definitely been a little bit more on the clumsy side, especially more here lately. Like, it's not nothing insane, but I find myself like trip over like the dumbest things I should be paying attention to. I haven't like fallen or anything. I'll just like stumble and I'll be like, girl, get it together. Or I've dropped things and then I'll pick it up and I'll drop it again. And it's like, what is wrong with you? So definitely gonna go with clumsy on that. Next is dad's weight. Is he gaining or maintaining? Another point for the boys. I'm gonna say he's maintaining. So next up is the Chinese calendar, and the only thing you gotta do for that is just go online on the Googler and just Google a Chinese calendar or Google a Chinese calendar generator, and that's what I did. I think the only thing I had to do was put in my birth date and my due date, something like that. And of course, here are my results. Another point for the girls. Alrighty, we're on the home stretch here, guys. So the next thing is the ring swing test, which is another test that I went ahead and did offline. I did do this last night, and I'll pop the clip up right there as well. And they say if it swings back and forth, that means boy. And if it goes in circles, it's a girl. As you guys can see, it's clearly going in circles. Alrighty, the last two questions, and that is mom's guess, dad's guess. Me, I don't know, I could be wrong, but something's just telling me it's a girl. And no, that something is not all of these answers. I want to say I've had that intuition since the moment that I found out, but who knows? I could be wrong. But I will say I had mother's intuition with both my son and my daughter, and it didn't let me down, but who knows? And lastly, we have dad's guess, and currently he also says girl. So that's what I'm gonna circle. However, when I first found out I was pregnant, no, this was before I had any ultrasound or anything. When I first told him that I was pregnant, he automatically was like, it's gonna be a boy, it's gonna be another boy, I just know it's gonna be a boy, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, you don't know, that's 50-50 chance. But as of a few weeks ago, he just randomly started claiming girl. I don't know why. I don't know what made him change that. I have asked him, and he didn't really go into too much depth. You know, he's a man, all right? He just said, I don't know, something's telling me now that it's a girl, so I don't know. But according to this old wives' tales, at least the ones that I chose, again, there are so many different old wives' tales out there that you can do and test. But out of these, it's definitely favoring the girl. I literally have 4 for the boy side. But again, this is not 100%. This doesn't mean a doggone thing, okay? I have seen people literally have more for the girl side and theirs wind up being a boy, and vice versa. They may have more for the boy side and theirs wind up being a girl. As I said in the beginning, everybody is completely different. Everybody's pregnancy is completely different. Everyone craves different things. I actually know someone now that's pregnant with a boy that craves sweet things, you know. I also have seen women who carry high but they wind up having a boy, and vice versa. They've carried low and wind up having a girl. It is what it is. At the end of the day, there's only a 50-50 chance. I already have both a boy and a girl, so this one right here will literally be the tiebreaker. We will be happy and blessed either way, as long as, you know, it's nice and healthy. That's all that we really care about. That's all that matters. So that is that. Again, we will be finding out for sure. Well, I go for my ultrasound in 2 days, but we will be finding out for sure in 3. So crazy. I'm nervous, but I am excited, and I'm ready to know. Our family's ready to know. Our kids are ready to know. I'm assuming you guys are ready to know as well. So if you're just as curious and anxious as we are, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up down below. Please feel free to leave any last minute guesses or predictions down below. I would like to know kind of what you guys are thinking it is. Please don't go off the old wives' tales. Really, what do you think baby is? And yeah, stay tuned. It shall be revealed real soon.